My name is Xialei, and this is my final paper. The name is Impact of COVID-19 on Workers' Remote Working Productivity, handled by leaders. Regarding the introduction, the business leaders in the company had to face so many financials as well as personal issues in COVID-19. And the work from home system was followed by the company leaders to their employees in order to continue running the business. The main significance of this research is to reflect the importance of supporting employee, encouraging motivation, and providing to help the employees during the time of COVID-19. All right. The trend of remote working and productive. The hybrid work is win-win for both employees and employees, the company leaders. And the increased focus on workers' health and happiness will help the work's efficiency in the in the daily work. And attraction on the freelance platforms. And Bossware is used by business to motivate the efficiency of their remote staff. The ever-increasing importance of cybersecurity. So the purpose of this paper is for this research is to evaluate the impact of COVID-19 on the remote working productivity of workers handled by leaders. The first hypothesis, okay, the new hypothesis, communication is important in boosting the productivity of remote workers. Alternative hypothesis, communication is independent of productivity of remote workers. Second hypothesis, the new hypothesis is dedicated worker play a crucial role in the employee productivities. Alternative hypothesis, there is no connection between dedicated worker pace and the productivity of remote workers. The third hypothesis, the new hypothesis, flexible time and location can improve the productivity of remote workers. Okay, alternative hypothesis, flexible time and location have no role to play in improving the productivity of remote workers. The fourth hypothesis, the new hypothesis, tracking the worker structure is important for employee productivity. Alternative hypothesis, tracking the worker structure is independent of the productivity of remote workers. For the research methods, and I used the quantitative method, and also I used the descriptive research, and we also selected the probability sampling, and which 50 samples from the population was selected for this research. Regarding the paper's method, and we use primary data used for study, and the secondary data for the lecture review, independent variables, effective communication, and encourage the dedicated workplace, and also the flexible time, location, and tracking work structure. Okay, and also dependent variables, employee productivity in remote working. And I also use the statistical analysis, such as paired sample statistics and paired samples correlations, paired samples test. Okay. And the sample we selected from the different ages and gender, and also the communication method, and also we selected if the dedicated workplace was selected by the employees. Okay. And also flexible time and the tracking worker structure and improvement communication, improvement flexible time are also the consider factor for this statistical analysis. Okay, from the analysis, we will say the age of a participant that were involved in the survey include 24 to 29 years, and these employees would have been gaining the greater. Most of the participants were male candidates, and most participants agree that communication helps in building the productivity of employees as they would be able to communicate their issues to senior managers. And the participants believed that a dedicated workplace has helped the employees to focus on their work, which in turn has helped them to enhance their productivity in the work roles. And the flexibility plays a crucial role in increasing the productivity of employees. Tracking work structure would be effective in enhancing the productivity of the workplace among remote workers, and it's imperative to improve communication for enhancing the productivity of the employees. And the participants believe that improving flexible working time is somewhat important for employees in remote working. Here we come to our conclusion. The pandemic had adversely affected business organizations, and more especially the employees who were forced to remote work. And it has been identified that business had to face major financial problems. Remote working was initiated to operate the business continuously, and employees were bound to face several problems, such as health problems, fear of losing jobs, and other household activities during the pandemic period. And we also have some limitation for this research. For example, lack of previous research during current topic. The pandemic situation is temporary, such as some of a global pandemic had been released or ended in the world. And also the lack of time frame was to achieve the conclusion. Okay. And flexibilities of employees to determine their personal workload. And I also have some opportunity for the future researchers, such as impact on diversity and inclusiveness of workers, culture of trust on remote working employees, clear delivery of message on tasks provided, creativities and approach taken to complete remote work. Here's my presentation. Thank you very much.